We got sound. Sound now, okay. One of the controls on this phone turns the mic down for whatever reason, and I don't know which one it is. And to add insult to injury, my little cell phone holder isn't wanting to hold the cell phone tonight, so just see how that goes. Got Kathy in here. Welcome, Kathy. Can't see anything just yet. I'm trying a wee bit of discombobulation. There we go. Welcome, Kathy. Yeah, I try to turn the cell phone down so like the dings that come in don't appear on live, but then, like I said, one of them turns the damn mic volume down. I don't know which one. I'm not that smart. I wanted to try a few whiskeys tonight, so I just got like 4 little ones, like the little shooter bottles, you know, and I inadvertently bought 4 Irish whiskeys, so there we go. We're going to be flighting Irish whiskey tonight. Kathy's got sound. We're good to go. Okay, good. How's everybody doing? I don't know about you guys, but it's been a week. And of course there was all the talk of the imposing storm that will never be. At least not for us, I guess. That's what they think. Of course, you know, a couple days ago they thought it was coming right towards us, so, you know, what the hell. I wish my job required like a 50% accuracy. And everybody's just okay with it, you know. We'll go through them one by one, Tommy, but I got, looks like I got Proper 12, Bushmills, Jameson, and Busker. B-U-S-K-E-R, Busker. I know I've never had that one before. Let's start at the start. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had Tullymore. I've never seen it in like a small bottle. I try not to buy big bottles of anything unless I've already had it. Except for, I did buy a bottle of Angel's Envy blind, and that was not a regret. Honestly, that was a really good whiskey. Anybody know what this little guy is? You son of a gun. You do that all night, aren't you? Okay. Yeah, it's an owlet. It's a little baby owl. A nice cold Stella. That's not bad. Dennis Herstad here. See which way it looks the best. I guess zoomed out really looks the best, huh? So big old eyes, nose there, mouth here, forehead up here. I guess now is as good a time as any. I want to thank everybody and apologize at the same time for the last time we went live. Those shenanigans. Tried to do something new and just didn't quite have all the kinks worked out, and so it's like when we went to go live on the other channel, YouTube was like, nope, you're not allowed to go live yet. I'm like, channel's like 3 months old, like, or maybe older than that probably, and they're like, no, 24 hours more you have to wait to go live. So like, I guess it's like when you try to go live from the first time, then you have to wait 24 hours. Like there's some sort of cooling off period or something. I don't know what the hell it is or why it is, but that's what happened. So I tried to jump live to the next channel and it's just like, nope, not having it. So that was embarrassing and a little upsetting. So but, I don't know if you guys are game, we'll try again. Let's see, let's try this proper 12. We've had this before. This is Conor McGregor's whiskey. You know, there's days I like that guy and there's days I don't, but doesn't matter. He's doing better than me, so. I mean, not in the Bigfoot world, don't get me wrong. He's not doing better than me. But, you know, other stuff. Adventure Monty's in the house. What do you know? Stream myself watching Harry Henderson. You know, I'll tell you what, Monty, when that day comes, and I mean, it's coming, you know, it's obviously on the way. I'll go live specifically just to put that out there in the world. I had it recently, Tommy. I can't remember what I felt about it. I remember thinking it was okay. I'm not a big fan of Irish whiskey. I prefer Canadian whiskey. I'm Irish too, which is ironic, but. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. You know, Tommy's just one letter off from being Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, I can get down with that. It's got like big citrusy notes. It's really good. I think this one's Kathy. It's definitely Bigfoot World, but I think it's Kathy. Is it me? The pictures don't seem very clear tonight. Maybe it's me. Monty, I have never not been in a Bigfoot frame of mind. What's new? Well, I mean, there was that big hoax that happened. It wasn't really a hoax necessarily, but the guys they made some amateur video to push their head shop, and somebody grabbed it and ran with it, and tried to make it real, and it was obviously not. Um, Kathy's got some pretty impressive stuff out of Ocala, but I mean, I obviously don't want to downplay anything that Bigfoot World's doing, but it's almost commonplace at this point. It seems like every time they go out, they come back with something incredible. So yeah, I have those pictures too on this reel here somewhere, so we'll get to them at some point tonight. But I don't know. It's one of those things, man. It's like it's almost expected at this point. It's like every time they go out, they come back with a bullseye. So very impressive stuff. And I'll show those to you guys later. So I'm pretty sure this one is Kathy too, because this is Miguel's circle here. You can almost see his little nostrils right there, and there, mouth right here, obviously. So, Monty, that picture, I mean, that guy's name is Shane that shared it with us. That picture has received, I would say, equal amount hate and love, if not a little more on the hate side. Everyone is just convinced that it's a horse. I've heard it's a cow. I've heard that it's a wild boar. It's a horse's anus. I've heard a lot of things aside from it being a Bigfoot. So, I leaned one way or the other on my personal opinion, and I thought it was a legitimate Bigfoot. And the reason being, it didn't, to me, I tried to match it up to a horse's face. It didn't seem to match up. And then a wild boar was my next guess. And again, the eye placement was wrong. So, in that aspect, I would say that, yeah, it was probably a Bigfoot creeping along that, whatever you want to call that thing. I don't know if that's like a trench leading to a levee or whatever. But anyway, I think it was basically hiding itself in that water. And it just came up for air at an opportune moment. But, hey, who knows? But haven't talked to Shane for a while. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy to BS around, so... if it is anything other than a Bigfoot, it's a mistaken identity. That's horse died. Yeah. It says this is the female of the clan. It's one of my greatest hopes that one day YouTube comes up with a way for us to display pictures in high def rather than having to putz around with this little setup that I have here. In case you were ever wondering what that setup looks like, there it is in all its glory. I need to get a new screen protector for that phone. That thing is broken. I was so excited to get that phone back. That phone's been out of commission for probably, 6 months now. It needed a new charging port, and I was too afraid of how much a new charging port was going to cost. Well, turns out, I'm going to wipe this camera here, guys. Excuse me. Something's causing a glare. Turns out it was only like $67. So I kind of waited around and dicked around on that for a while for no good reason. I thought it'd be a couple hundred. I was kind of worried. another densar stat here. I don't know where the hell that glare is coming from because it's not on the lens. There you go. Seems like that makes it worse. Well, it makes it better. This seems to make it better. I was just watching a documentary the other day about America's worst serial killers, and of course, Dahmer's on the list. And every time I hear about Dahmer, I think about Monty living there in Milwaukee. It's just where my brain goes now. I don't know, it's not a good shot. I don't know where that came from. This is Kathy's. Look at this beast. It's been a while since we've seen this picture. I'm trying to put this up. Let's see if that's going to happen. But I don't know if you can clearly see this, but man, I mean, this right here, I can't see my own mouse because of this glare. Is it glare for you guys or just me? But you can see the arm like perfectly right here. And then here's his other arm crooked right there. And then look at that face. That's just fairly blatant. Who's that saying hi to me? Space Ice 76. How's it going? Kathy went AFK. I want to know where this. I mean, I know the picture came from Ocala National Forest, but and it's a thermal shot. Got a notice from the Hard Rock application. Guess I haven't lost enough money on there to satisfy them. If you guys were thinking about sports betting, don't bother. I've lost enough money for all of you on there. Catherine Norris. I think we saw this one recently, but it's a good one. You can kind of see right here how he just has no neck. Just goes straight from shoulder up to head. You know, I was real close to watching that fight, Monty. I don't have Netflix, and I was like, man, am I gonna go and buy Netflix just so I can watch that fight? And then I would have missed the live tonight if I'm watching the fight. And I just kept thinking about it. I was like, this is another McGregor and Mayweather thing, where nobody cashes out except for them. It's like they robbed the world of like $600 million that night. You know, it's crazy. Oh, no kidding! It's Catherine. Look at that! What a coincidence. I didn't recognize your name there, Catherine. I don't think you've ever been on one of our lives before because you're in New Zealand. What time is it there? Yeah, it doesn't matter who wins because I'm not going to trust it. I'll be like, oh, that was staged. I just think that they're making a lot of money right now. You know, it's like everything's become sports entertainment. There's no sports anymore. I mean, it's got to be what? I don't know, what? 5 a.m. there? Something like that? 1:30. That was way off. 1:30. Oh, it's because it's behind. I'm thinking it's ahead. So it's 1:30 in the afternoon. Okay, cool. It's not bad. No, it is tomorrow today because it's still Friday here. So it's, wow, it's really far ahead. A lot farther than I thought. Well, anyway, there you go, guys. Catherine Norris. This is one of hers right here. Not a newer one, but definitely a good one. And I like how you can just see his whole nostrils right there, nose and nostrils, and the inset eyes. And I know the detail is different for you and I, but I can see the ocular bone right here. Kathy, I think you had stepped away, but I was asking about this picture here. This is obviously a thermal, but I mean, you can see eyelids. You know, I can barely see my mouse, but right there is an eyelid on the top and bottom, and the eye there. And obviously, this was in the Ocala National Forest, but you can see the crook of his arm right there. And then over here you can see the entire arm. Like right here is the break. This thing is wild, Cat. This thing is a creature. I don't even know. I mean, I'll speculate that it's a Bigfoot, but look, it has a separation of hair right here. See how like this head, the head hair goes this way, and then it splits down the middle, and then it goes this way. It's almost like how a clown would wear their hair. All right, let's see. What else do we have to look at here? MFM, Monsters from Maine, Scott Loomis here. So there's a few things going on here, but I think, to me, this is the main focus. This, to me, looks like some sort of almost mustache, like facial hair, with the nose coming down into it. And then you got eye there, and then he kind of blends into the foliage with the rest of him. This is by an unknown guy, Gregory. Never seen anything from him before or after this picture. Catherine, my lady, she was born in New Zealand, and one day we hope to come back, or she hopes to come back. I hope to come with her. So we'll look you up when we get there. This one is also Dennis Herstad. I knew you were going to ask me that. Let's see. I think her sister was born in Rotorua. Was she born in, was it Christchurch? I'll ask her tomorrow. Hey, D-Boz, welcome, buddy. Yeah, I feel you, Tommy. I got a lot of things on my bucket list. New Zealand's definitely one of them. Maybe Switzerland, Bahamas for sure. And I'd like to go to England, but not like London, England. I want to go to like, it's Christchurch. I'm almost positive that's where she was born. But now I want to go to England, but like rural England, where they have like those like pubs on the side of the road and stuff like that. I don't want to go to London. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks to everybody who stuck around last week, or last live anyway, and were there to experience me fail doing a live on our sister channel. I appreciate everyone. Supporting it anyway. But it's unfortunately didn't work out that time around. But like I said, we'll try again. Yeah, one of my sons went to Iceland 2 years ago. He loved it there. It's nice. I guess I personally don't care so much for Iceland, but if I was like rich and was just traveling everywhere, I mean, I certainly would go. But I think, when you're not rich, you have to sort of, like you say, get those things on your bucket list that really mean something to you. And like when you actually want to go there. But hell, there's still places in the United States that I want to go that I've never been. I'll tell you, that reminds me, I'll tell you guys a story. We were in Hobby Lobby, and they had these world maps. They were on sale. They were like $7 for a nice world map, and I was like, I love maps. And I was like, I'm gonna get one of these, maybe frame it, like it's cool. So I'm at the checkout there, and getting my map, and the lady behind the counter, she scans it, and she looks at it, and she's like, world map, huh? I'm like, mm-hmm. She says the most intelligent American thing I've ever heard in my life. She says, well, if it ain't in America, I don't need to see it. And I thought, I was like, man, how adventurous of you. Look, she just doesn't get. I mean, I get it. It's a lot easier to travel in America than it is to travel internationally. But yeah, I hope that her horizons expand a little bit. big world out there. I'd like to see some of it anyway. Maybe not all of it. I swear this thing's messing with me tonight. I don't. Looks like I have the flash on or something. Oh my goodness. You know, I wonder. I'm going to throw this out there as a suggestion. While this phone has been under the weather, I've been using my other phone, which is a lot cheaper than this phone. It's a lesser version. But I'm wondering if it takes a better live video than this phone does. I would switch it out, but the phone's dead, so we'll just have to deal with it tonight. Yeah, no, she'll never experience her luggage being left in Bangladesh while she's, 3 countries away, or being ambushed by a group of, militant guerrillas. You got to be careful. You can get that in Chicago or Baltimore, though, so. I dig maps, especially old ones. I've never wanted to see Mount Rushmore. I think there was that point when I was a kid, and I was young and just really stupid, but when I finally realized that Mount Rushmore was made by humans and not just some natural occurrence that happened, because then it was magical. I was like, my God, it's crazy. Like, that mountain just has the faces of these 4 guys that happen to be presidents. That's awesome. But then I was like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. And I realized it was made by humans. I was like, well, that's not as impressive now. So after that, I never wanted to go. Yeah, I've never been to Chicago. I think I'm going to pass on that one. I keep going back and forth about New York City, like, there's parts of me that kind of want to see, like, the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center and, maybe some museums in Manhattan, but there's so much of New York that I don't want to get involved in. Like, I don't know, how much New York do I have to go through to get to the other New York? Like, which direction do you have to come from to get less New York? I don't know. I'll figure that out one of these days. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with what the Crazy Horse is. Ghostbusters headquarters. Hey, Billy Rob's in the house. Rats, yeah. Yeah, a lot of rats in NYC. Size of dogs they are. I don't find out what is causing this MF and glare, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna go with a different phone. That's all I can figure out. I'm trying to think if there's anything that, you know. Oh, I know. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was trying to think if there's anything that humans have made that I really want to see. Um, there's some like really old castles, you know, like Transylvania and like Romania and different places like that. Castles and churches, and they're just crazy intricate and like that kind of stuff. I want to see that. Like the city of Atlantis, or like the resort in the Bahamas. Have you guys seen that thing where they're pretty sure that they found the city of Atlantis? Yeah, that's the one everyone's always looking for. So they're pretty sure that they found it, but it's not underwater. They took Homer's writings about Atlantis and all the details that he gave, and they lined it up with this thing. It's called the Eye of something, and it's in the desert in Africa. And they're pretty sure that this is it. It's just that at some time Africa was a very lush, you know, oasis type of place to be, and now it's just a wasteland. But you know, the deserts of Africa. But yeah, they think that they found it. I would recommend go Google that and check it out. It's pretty cool. No, I saw that underwater brick thing. You know, we gotta figure out there. I mean, you gotta figure that there's so many places that used to exist before the Great Flood, and now they're all underwater. I mean, it's really not that uh, outside the realm of possibility, you know. So we would find all sorts of cool things underwater if we could go deep enough, and if it wasn't covered in sand. But yeah, it is in West Africa. It's called the Eye of something. I can't remember. But anyway, uh, but yeah, like I said, it seems to be pretty convincing that that is the Atlantis that Homer was referencing. Zealandia. That sounds. Did I say that right? Zealandia? Zealandia? That sounds familiar. And the rest of it is underwater? Is that what we're alluding to? Yeah, I mean, it's happened numerous times. Whoa. Hold on. There we go. Minor technical difficulty there. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Monty, we've done this numerous times. I mean, this is what they say. This is most likely Earth Mach 3, Mach 4. We've been here and destroyed ourselves and flooded ourselves out, or natural disaster, or whatever the case may be, numerous times. So we'll do it again, you know. Yeah, no shit. And that one in Italy is like ready, not Vesuvius, but one of the ones in Italy is ready to go again. You know. And if Yellowstone ever goes, I mean we're all in a situation. So, especially you, buddy, Monty. You're up there, right near there. So. Says, Tommy says he just sent me the picture. What picture? This is my new planter, by the way. I got this for my anniversary. My Bigfoot planter with the pitcher plant. Taking me a while. This is the, okay, this is the picture. Got it. Thanks, Tommy. That'd be great if I knew how to operate a friggin' iPhone. This thing gives me more problems than anything. I see it though. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, that's it. Did you see what it's called? The Eye of something? I can't read it. I hate Apple. It is rather hairy-ish. Thank you, Tommy. Yeah, anniversary was in October. She got me this cool thing, man. And she got me the planter, and then we went to, there's a little shop that we go to that sells orchids and carnivorous plants. And I had to get this one. Wonder where Wiley's at tonight. He's probably off having dinner with his in-laws. I told him that he needs to just tell his in-laws that he has other plans and can't make it, but yeah, Eye of the Sahara, that's what it is. So there you go, folks. You heard it here, maybe not first, second, third, fourth, whatever, but the Eye of the Sahara is the city of Atlantis. was good. Not bad. Not a bad whiskey, kid. I like it. I think Connor punches better than he makes whiskey, though. Still good. I apologize. I know that there's been a stall on the new video. I think it's going on about 3 weeks now. I'll tell you what, it's not looking good though. I don't know. I like to say like, oh, it'll be soon. I don't know. Between the holidays, man, and my career, it's like I've been a busy boy lately, and unfortunately, YouTube falls down there in the priority list, you know. But thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. You're welcome, Kathy. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the coffee. Hope that pays for some little bit of gas in your golf cart there, so you can get out there and do your thing. Has anyone seen this movie yet? I don't know if you can see what it is. Jeez. It's I think it's called somebody took this and tried to make a picture out of it. They're morons, but anyway. I think it's called a Sasquatch Sunrise, something to that effect. Oh, that's okay, Kathy. Yeah. You never get too much gratitude. How many followers? Yeah, Sasquatch Sunset. Thank you, Kathy. Monty, that's an interesting question because it's not about how many followers you have. It's about how much watch time you have. And the fact of the matter is that 80% of my watch time comes from non-subscribers. Go figure that out. So it's really more about how often you post, how the algorithms, catch your channel, getting it out into the public, out into the public's hands. Because like I said, most people that watch your videos don't subscribe to your channel. I have 8,043 subscribers, and if all of them watched every video I put out, I would be doing very well. I'm not saying I would be full-time career or anything, but I would be doing very well. Truth is, I have 8,000 subscribers, and about 1,000 watch every video that I post. About 1,000, not quite a full 1,000. So yeah, like when you get into the, it's funny. There's a guy. His name is Davey 50 something like that. He's a bass player. He said that he made more money on YouTube when he had 5 million subscribers than he does now having 9 million subscribers. And that's because your subscribers are very loosely linked to how much traffic you actually have. Worth a watch. Okay. I'll check it out one of these days. I was in a theater with one of my Sasquatch shirts on, and the guy behind the counter was like, "Man, did you see the Sasquatch Sunset?" And I was like, "No, not yet." But he's like, "It's pretty funny. You should check it out." I'm like, "All right." Speaking of Sasquatch movies, this is well, I'll tell you what. How about you guys tell me what movie is this from? 10 cool points to the first person that gets it, which are redeemable for nothing. Yeah, I knew from the jump it wasn't serious. I was like, yeah, that's right, Catherine. Letters from the Big Man. Great movie. If you want to watch a movie that is the other side of Bigfoot, it's like every Bigfoot movie you watch is like, it's a beast, it's terrifying, it's killing people, it's, you know, it's chasing somebody, exists, and big country, and, or, I'm sorry, big legend, and things like that. You know, great movies, but this is the other side of Bigfoot. It's a more like sensitive, like friendship between a woman that has telepathy and a Sasquatch. It's kind of like I said, it's a whole different take on the Sasquatch human relationship. So I thought it was pretty good. Most people hate it because it's not a typical Bigfoot chew you up kind of movie, you know, but I liked it. Monty, I don't know what schlocky means, but I did like Exists. I thought that was really good. It was one of the, I thought it was one of the most technologically advanced Bigfoot movies that we've ever seen. Most of these are really like campy, you know, but this one was actually not bad. It had good costumes and good acting. Um, Big Legend, that was a good movie. I mean, I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was kind of typical Bigfoot is a murderous creature kind of movie, but it was really good, really enjoyable. Oh, why does that sound familiar? Steve Zahn. I saw that. You know what was surprisingly good? That's not a Bigfoot movie, but like that Tucker and Dale. I think it's like Tucker and Dale Fight Evil or something like that. It it was it was surprisingly funny. I really don't like comedies that much because I don't ever find them funny, but that one made me laugh. What was funny about it is that they were just regular guys and they kept accidentally killing people, and then they were like these serial killers that everyone was running from. But they're all like, "What's going on?" And they're running too, but like, because they're scared. But they keep accidentally like bumping people into a wood chipper or something like that. So it was just like situational type comedy. It was pretty funny though. So, I guess it's time to try a different one. Huh? We're gonna try Busker. Busker. means something, doesn't it? Isn't it like, is that one of those street singers? Busker? Not sure if that's what they were shooting for here, but oh, that's different. It's kind of like, it's light, but it's scotchy flavor. It's got that weird kind of like that peaty flavor that Scotch has, but it's really freaking light. Let's catch up on what Monty's saying here. There's the vision, those runtable park rock. Yeah. And the Henderson's on Peacock. I think I have Peacock. I just have to find 2 hours to watch it. YouTube art. Let's see. What get to. I found another orb the other day that I thought was weird. I was like, I'll share this one. I tell you what, Monty, I have a vacation coming up. Well, actually, I have quite a bit of vacation coming up. I have a week at the end of November, and then I have 2 weeks at the end of December. I'll find 2 hours to watch Harry and the Hendersons. They won the best Oscar for makeup. Yeah, I mean, obviously that means a lot. You know, I'm not gonna watch some busted movie that didn't win an Oscar for best makeup. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like this whiskey. I'm gonna drink it because that's just who I am, but I don't love it. Tommy, you hear that? Stay away from Busker. It's not good. Pour something else in there to get rid of that. Wow. It's very weird. It's like it's just enough whiskey flavor to kind of piss you off, you know? I'll take a look, Dan, but I'll tell you what, Tommy just sent me a picture a minute ago, and I didn't have very much luck with it. Let's speak of, oh, good picture. Well, why does his work and Tommy's doesn't? Oh, look at that, Dan, look at you. You got a nice little face picture there. Yeah. Mallorca, huh? I was wondering how those guys were doing down there in Mallorca ever since the big hurricane a few years ago. And not for nothing, but what's going on behind him there? Might have a tag along. Very cool, Dan. Very cool. We'll get those in the next video. needed a. I'm sorry to hear that, Tommy. I never had that done personally, but I know people that can't eat a hamburger anymore because of that. This is one of Kathy's. I'm almost positive. This big guy here. I thought about that pretty long and hard. This was back. I think it was it Ivan that came through Fort Myers Cat 4 a couple years ago. I thought about that. I was like, man, I heard the Myakka State Park got like messed up pretty bad, and I was like, I wonder what they do. Where do they go? Do they know the storm's coming, and do they like migrate? They get the hell out of there? Do they like hunker down somehow? I don't know. So what, that started in South Carolina, right? But I mean, they've got pictures coming out of like North Georgia now, and North Carolina. So yeah, they're all over. I mean, you guys saw Planet of the Apes, man. Like that's how it started. And actually, more realistically, if you saw Contagion, these monkeys were being held in a lab to test the COVID vaccine, and well, who knows what else. So I don't want everyone to whip out their COVID vaccine conspiracies, but I mean, like I said, things like that, things happen, So. You know who this one? This is Miguel. I'm almost positive. Yeah, this is Miguel's picture. I don't know if I showed this to you guys or not. This was, oh gosh, it'd be about a month ago now. We had the big hurricane down here in Florida. Was it Milton? No, it was one before that. The hell was before Milton? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, this is the streets. One of the streets in my neighborhood. And yes, that is an alligator. The gators had picked up real estate. I mean, they were swimming all through the neighborhoods. And if you ever saw that movie Crawl, I mean, crawl is probably the extreme Hollywood version, but yeah, these little bastards were everywhere. And you know, these are, you know, it depends on what part of Florida you're in. Sometimes you got like little gators, sometimes you got big ones. But like down in Port Lucie, uh, this neighborhood had a big pond behind it, like a big pond. And there was some 8-footers in there, and that pond flooded. And them bad boys, they were out. They were in the streets, fighting with each other and doing all sorts of crazy shit. This is some Florida shit right here. You know, you don't see stuff like this outside of Florida. Sorry, I'm gonna sit right here until everybody says, wow. Oh. I'll wait. Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate it. You're working, Kathy? I thought you were retired. It's a gator swimming in the streets where I live. A month ago when I had that big hurricane that came through here and flooded everything. Yeah, I would imagine a gator would make a nice dinner for a big Sasquatch. I thought we were about to have another one, and then they called it off. I guess they said after it goes through the Yucatan, it's gonna be over. It's gonna fizzle out. I think that guy ever gave me his permission, so leave him in the dirt. This is one of Kathy's. This is a thermal with clear eyes. There's other stuff, other features too. He's got like a frowning face, like mouth right there with the eyes, which is very clear. Gator's good. I mean, it's kind of like a sweeter version of dark meat chicken. You know, it's good. I mean, I've only ever ate it fried, like breaded and deep fried. You know, you dip in some sort of Cajun aioli. You know, it's always like that. You know, it's good. I like it. I will tell you, there's one thing I don't think I'll ever eat again, though, and that's frog legs. Frog legs taste like chicken legs that have been soaked in swamp water. Look at the face on this dude. Right there. Perfect. This is this Eric James? My memory serves me right. Well, first of all, you have to get over the fact that they're frogs' legs. And then, yeah, they're just so damn swampy. And you can't even, like, I had them breaded and fried. You can't get over that smell. It smells like stagnated water. They smell like, yeah, they smell like swamp. And I don't mess with that, man. I don't do it. I like meat, like I'm a carnivore. I'll try anything I'll try a lot of things one time, but that was the first and last time I ever tried that. Choo choo. You know, I've heard that coon is good, but again, you got to get over the fact that you're eating raccoon. And I mean, I'd try it, but you got to find somebody that knows how to cook it, man. You can't just get anybody cooking raccoon for you. It needs to be like boiled in sauce for days. Haggis, that's the Scottish thing, right? The sheep brains. I'll tell you what, Monty, you could probably easily get your hands on some scrapple, which I think is like fairly similar to haggis. Scrapple is like, you know, pig anus and brains and different things mixed with pin oats. All right, Tommy, say that one more time. Walleye. What is walleye? Oh, it's a fish. Oh, okay. Now that makes a lot of sense. I didn't know how deep we were getting, you know. I didn't know if you meant wallaby. Yeah, maybe. I saw this thing where they were talking about how wallabies are so environmentally friendly yet plentiful that if the people of Australia could embrace eating wallaby, they could have an endless amount of protein without any like serious environmental, you know, effects. I think it would be funnier if he meant like a peach. Because I definitely gotta try it if that's the case. Alright guys, I am absolutely surrounded by no beer. So, Give me just a minute. I'll let you look at this one, and I'll be right back. I like fried fish. I mean, honestly, it's probably the only way that I'll really enjoy fish. Like, I see these people always get, like, blackened fish, or they want it, like, like Chilean sea bass. Like, I don't, fish is kind of fish, in my opinion. I won't fight over that. I'm sure everyone has their fish opinions. But I will lose friends over the fact that I believe chips and salsa is more important than pumpkin spice. I'll die on that hill. Bushmills Irish whiskey. It's pretty light, a lot like the other one. Smells like whiskey. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, D-Boz, this is not Woodward Reserve, okay? It's just not. That proper 12 at the beginning, that was good. But I'll tell you what, these last two, let me try this one before I say, but it smells just like the other one. Maybe less in a mixer. Help it out a little bit. It's just so damn weak. My God. It's almost like they, I don't know. They added a lot of water, let me tell you. Give it a taste. Yeah, that is garbage. That is absolute trash. I don't know where they get off calling this Irish whiskey. Trying to get my mic back in some sort of range here. Wow. Okay. Well, now we know. Let's not do that again. Fortunately, I'm ending this note on Jameson, which, although is not like my favorite, at least I know it's whiskey. Like, it tastes like whiskey. Okay, guys, this is Kathy's new one, and I'm just like, I'm afraid that this is not going to do it justice, this camera. That doesn't mean we're not going to show it. So like when you look straight on, like there's really not much going on, right? And then when you get in deep here, see this dude right here? So this is Kathy's latest like slam dunk. You can see his nose right there. Yeah, Kathy, this is the one that you sent me. You said that the area is blocked off and you can't get in there anymore. Well, I'm telling you something, Kathy. There's something going on. I'm not going to use this phone anymore. I think the other phone is better. But yeah, you said like this is the area like out by the bombing area in Ocala where, you know, you used to be able to drive there, but then they blocked it off. And like, I promise you guys, the picture that I see is so much clearer than the picture that's coming across. But you can literally see his eyes there and his nose and his hair. This is 100% a skunk ape. Yeah, that's totally possible because that's a military bombing area out at Lake George. So there's probably tons of cameras, you know, all over the place out there. You haven't lived until you're just like sitting around in your house and all of a sudden your walls shake because bombings are going on in a lake, you know, 50 miles from you. It's probably not even 50, 30. Yeah, I mean, when I lived out there, out in Lake County, it was just like, I mean, you'd be sitting around minding your own business, all of a sudden, man, boom, and your walls would just shake. And like, my God, it's literally a bomb going off in a lake, like, some miles from your house. Can't really see it very well, Kathy. I think there's something going on over here too. It's off to the right of the main subject, but there's something happening right here. I'm not really sure what's going on, but something. Yeah, Kathy. When we come back in 2 weeks, we'll switch back to the other device, which seemed to function better. Kind of at a loss for why. Like I said, this is a better device, but the other one just seemed to work better. If we get YouTube off their ass and allow us to upload, you know, 4K photos. We wouldn't have to do this. This one popped up the other day. It was on one of the, bigger, like, anonymous type sites, but I thought it had some merit. I thought it was interesting. You can see the nose and the mouth and the eyes, the hair right there, and of course the skull that goes right down into the shoulders because there's like no neck. Zoomed in. Let's go back to that. This is the zoomed in version here. There might be a second creature right here too. I didn't notice that until right now. It's like possibly two right there. Man, 2 trains in one night. We're awesome. finish off with Jameson because that other stuff is garbage. Like I said, I don't love Jameson, but at least it tastes like whiskey. Ugh. So this one came in from Scott, Monsters from Maine, Scott Loomis. And I started looking at it, I was like, man, I mean, I think obviously you can kind of see that we're looking at, you know, eye there, maybe eye over here, and then some sort of, like a gnashing of teeth, right? You can see the nose up here. And I just can't tell. Now, Scott's, he's a big dog man guy, but he also has photos of Sasquatch. So I think that there's definitely something here, but I can't tell if there's an ear up here. Does that look like an ear up there? And maybe here too? I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, possibly looking at a dog man. This whole picture is wild though, it's full of stuff. That was the little thing I drew, kind of trying to figure out what I was looking at. I was like, am I looking at an ear here and maybe here? And this is the kind of full picture, which, like I said, if you look, I mean, there is eyeballs everywhere. It's kind of freaky. And then this thing right here, look at this right here. You see the eyeball there, and then like the nose right there, and then teeth here, but the teeth are flat. They're like human style teeth. See that? Close up on the mouth. Those are human teeth. I mean, they're not human teeth, they're humanoid teeth. Which kind of makes me believe that this is a Sasquatch. You can see the nostrils there. And then same photo, obviously, was the one that we're looking at. This is another of Scott Loomis with the mysterious eyeballs looking back at him. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it. It's been a slow night. This is our last picture of the night. So I will invite you. I know that we kind of promised this last time and things fell apart. I'll invite you to step over to our sister channel. We will go live for another, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, not long. It's entirely up to you. If you'd like to join, I would appreciate it. But like I said, I understand if it's not your thing. But we will be telling a story, just a quick story, a 5-6 minute story over on the other channel. So, like I said, in a few minutes, I will drop this feed. Thank you, Monty. I appreciate that. I'm going to use that to pay for Peacock, so I can watch Harry and the Hendersons. Just for you, buddy. I'm not sure if you believe that entirely, but hopefully you do. What I'm going to try to do real quick is hop on. Yeah. Let me provide you guys with a link. I know, Monty. I know. I'm not trying to lie to you. I'm just, trying to keep your spirits up. Let's see. I gotta find a link, Kathy. Good suggestion. Bear with me just a second, guys. I am switching over. Share channel, copy link. Okay. Alright, let's see. Everybody get that link. Okay, good. There's your link. Like I said, if you guys want to join, I appreciate it. We will try again and see how it goes. Get myself prepared here to some extent. Alright guys, give me 3 minutes. Here we go.